So yeah, he said not to walk up the back there because you can see all the smoke going from there. It can't exactly be healthy for your lungs, can it? It's going all the way along there. I don't think there's been any warnings put out in Asfordby or anything, because this is just up the road from Asfordby and everything else. So here, that is beginning to get a little bit lively, that is. And the smoke and shit coming off of it. Literally shit. There goes one of the fire engines on its way out. I'm hoping my bike isn't in the way.
Someone says it had 5 gears and a bloody clutch.
Good morning, Street Switch Photography, out for a walk. And I just thought I'd show you exactly where I am. I've came out on the scoot. It's actually working again now, which... Listen to that. I think that needs a bit of fucking oil. But yeah, with recent dry weather and everything else, I thought I'd show you this quickly. There's obviously been a recent event up here, somewhere in these cornfields or something, because we have fire service incident. Whatever that means, I have absolutely no clue. But what I'm going to be doing is taking a walk round and just basically having a chat today. Well, not just basically having a chat, I'm going to be doing some photography on a full spectrum camera as well. So what's a full spectrum camera? Wait for it. You fucking don't want one of them gates on your front garden. Well, you do. You hear people coming. Anyway, what's a full spectrum camera? A full spectrum camera is something that's had the one of the pieces of glass that's inside it removed, so it can see the full spectrum of colours what nature gives out. Oh, fuck yeah, you can see there's been an incident. And I've got my zoom camera with me. Let me turn around. Wow. Shall we take a walk up there? That don't look good. I'm going to take a walk up there. In fact, what I'll do is I'll get the zoom camera out now and we'll take a quick look at that. That's smoking like fuck, that is. That's a fire and a half. See you in a minute. So I've literally just got to walk down this hill, round this corner, and we'll be at where the fire was. We'll go and see what damage has actually been caused. But this is due to the hot weather that we've been having, and people discarding cigarettes and pieces of glass that are left in the grass and stuff like that, that act like a magnifying glass and set fire to things. But then we do get children setting fire to hay bales, like what happened over in Asfordby yesterday. Yes, that's right. There was a couple of kids seen setting fire to hay bales and stuff like that. Now, this is a farmer's sort of livelihood. You know, they work all year round for this stuff, and basically kids decide, well, I'm just going to go and burn it. I'm just going to go and commit arson. A very serious thing, if you think about it, because you've just ruined somebody's whole year for what they were working for, or because you got yourself a little 10p box of matches and decided to go playing with things you shouldn't be fucking playing with. Now, we all did stupid things when we were kids, but I'll tell you what, I never set fucking fire to anything. But there you go. So let's get up the top there. I've got to walk up this hill, so I'm obviously going to be out of breath by the time I get to the top of it. This zoom camera has now just come into its own. I wouldn't have seen what it was properly unless I had that zoom camera with me. And again, I'm using my new microphones that I've got yesterday. Yesterday was a brilliant album. Something's just gone bleep. It's doing that. I think it's something to do with the, it's something to do with the SD card. I've got to sort the SD card out. See you in a minute. So I just had a minor moment of panic there. I thought I'd left the keys in the ignition of my scooter. I haven't. Now, I don't know that this is 100% a fire, because I've just noticed on the floor there's lots of cow shit everywhere. It could be just the cow shit steaming, for all I care, but it does look like there has been a fire. Now, cow shit sets off, emits methane gas, doesn't it? So, who knows what's happened? I know there's a digger up here. The fire engine's still up here. Let's go and take a look. See you in a minute. So I'm literally just approaching. I think these are fire engines. Yeah, they are. It looks like a fairly significant fire that could quite easily spread. I wonder if any of the firemen will talk to me, or they'll be too busy. Oh, I'm out of fucking breath. They'll be too busy tackling this, I'm guessing. I'm a big supporter of the farmers, as you know. Just rolling the sleeves up because I'm out of breath. Not that rolling the sleeves up will, you know, not that rolling the sleeves up will help any. So I don't even know if we're allowed to walk this way. But there's tyres and all sorts up here. It does look quite significant. Leicestershire fire and everything else. See in a minute. And starting again. I didn't expect to come across this. So what I'll have to do is ask if I'm allowed to walk this way. But yeah, something's definitely gone on. There's the fireman doing the job, bless him. Now I'm going to have to ask one of them if I'm actually allowed to walk this way, because I usually walk this way when I'm doing my videos and stuff. I don't know what this guy's doing, but it looks like it's a fairly significant fire. They've had to move everything out of the way, as you can see. Now I don't go any closer in case I'm not allowed to. But there's your fire engine. And I'll just show you where we are. So yeah, street switch photography, reporting on a fire. Obviously an accidental one, I think. I don't know how much they'll be able to tell me or anything. Fire brigade are here, doing their thing. This guy's removing all the burnt material from here and piling it up over there. I'm sorry if I sound slightly robotic this morning. It's just that I went down to Aldi and I've never seen so many fucking Islamic people in one place in Melton Mowbray at one time. But I don't know how much closer I'm going to be able to get. I can't use my zoom camera here because this is like right up near it, so I won't need my zoom camera. But as I said before, yeah, these fires are starting absolutely everywhere, and the fire brigade have to be on their toes. Now I think they've got slightly different fire trucks. It says fire and rescue service there. And then here, fire and rescue service with 2 big swimming pools. That'd be alright if you were hot and you wanted to get in one, wouldn't it? There you go. I think they may be here for some time, yeah. I don't know what time this fire actually started or anything, but yeah, there you go. I'll see if I can find out actually what's happened. I don't know if I'm allowed to or not, because there's loads of fire up here. I'm going to walk by and see whether they stop me or not. Let me zoom out. Now, I don't know whether this fire was started because of the heat that was actually in the dung, because when it creates a bacteria, what actually happens is it can combust into flames. You can see it here, look. I don't want to get this girl on camera if she doesn't want to be on camera, so I'm going to stop the recording a second and I'll see you in a minute. So, there's another one over here, look. Look at that. That absolutely fucking stinks. Now that is dung. Now that's going to gather heat because for the simple reason you've got all the bacteria and underneath all that it gets hotter and hotter and hotter. So it's literally burning. I think, this is my opinion, burning from the inside out. I don't get too close because it'd be classed as dangerous, but look at this. So I'm going to get a photograph of this and include it in the video and see where I go from there. This is quite interesting. Look where we are, right out in the sticks somewhere, and all this happens. I didn't expect this video to be coming to me today, but thank you. So welcome back again. Here we are down at the down at this place that's basically on fire at the moment. There's a lot happening. Again, I don't know if I'm allowed to be past here, but there's going to be certain people that don't want to be on camera. But this happens. This is the sort of thing we've got with this weather. And you've got to think that this is somebody's bloody livelihood. I don't know whether they're going to be able to have a chat to me or not. They might tell me to fuck off, but hey, some people don't always want to be on camera, do they? The fire brigade doing their jobs. I mean, it's all burnt over here, look, you can see where it's all burnt. And the poor chap that owns all this has now lost a lot of money. But I didn't expect to see this morning. I was literally just coming for a walk. Unbelievable. What I'll do is I'm going to stop recording. I'll see you in a minute. So this fireman's just hosing this down, the wet soil. It's basically a self-combusting problem that they have with this material that they have here. You've got to remember these firemen deal with this every day of their lives. I bet they're desensitised to it and stuff like that, but like you say, self-combusting. So I was right, all the heat gathers up inside and it just basically self-combusts. And with the recent heat waves that we've had and everything else, it's a recipe for disaster. Now, I was just saying to the gentleman to the left of me how it was nice that the guy that owns all this land actually opened it up for the public to actually walk around and everything. And, you know, they can't really badmouth anybody, but I mean, all that material over there, look, you can see. I might have to get the zoom camera out and have a look. But that's what I'll do. I'll get the zoom camera out and go from. So yeah, he said not to walk up the back there because you can see all the smoke going from there. It can't exactly be healthy for your lungs, can it? It's going all the way along there. I don't think there's been any warnings put out in Asfordby or anything because this is just up the road from Asfordby and everything else. So you can sort of imagine the amount of gases and stuff that are coming off. You don't know what's coming off of it chemically wise, do you? Let's be honest. But yeah, I mean, if you look at the area we're in, it's absolutely beautiful up here. A lot of wildlife. There's a kite, look. I could have had the zoom camera on that, which I might use this zoom camera for in the near future, but there goes the owner of the actual area. These guys are looking at me for some reason, don't know why. I've got nothing against them doing their jobs. But yeah, fire in a field near Asfordby because of combustible material that's self-combusting. In other words, cow shit, pig shit, horse shit and things like that. I'm going to get back home to edit this video, and just to prove I'm here, I'm going to give you a quick zoom round of exactly where I am. There's your fire engine, just there. That'll be the thumbnail. There you go. Lots of smoke everywhere. Not good at all. I feel sorry for the guy that owns it all. He's just lost a lot of money. Wetting it all down still. You can actually see the heat coming off of it. I'm going to take a walk back up to the other park, because I wanted to walk a little bit further round, if I'm honest. I'm going to wrap this video up in a few minutes, because anything longer than half an hour can be a little boring for my viewers. So it looks like it's not just that they're going to have to remove, they're going to have to remove all of this as well. And that's a pretty big job. You think that's took them months to build all that up. So there's a good few days' work here. I'm going to do a live. I'll be back in a minute. So I've just been talking to one of the firemen who are happy for me to record, but he said that he wants me beyond these water bowsers down here because there's now a health and safety risk because the other one is apparently beginning to get a little bit lively, which means this one over here, that is beginning to get a little bit lively, that is. and the smoke and shit coming off of it. Literally shit. Now they're going to try their best to get this under control and everything, but it's going to take a long time. Anyway, this has been the video for today. I think I might shoot off home, get it edited, and go from there. I didn't expect to see that this morning. We've got a few kites around. Look, I don't know whether you can see them in the sky. So this is going to be a place for some good photography. One's just landed in a tree. So yeah, fire. Sorry, I paused the video. So yeah, a fire up here, which I did not expect to see today. I've got a massive hill to walk up, but it's been worth it. The fireman that's just been talking to me knows me. He went, Christian. I said, yeah. He said, street switch. I said, yeah. He says, oh, it's actually nice to see you up here. I recognise you from when we were living up Princess Drive. I used to knock about with him. He knows me and my brother. So yeah, doing a fantastic job he is. I mean, they've got a really difficult job. They don't just deal with fires, they deal with road accidents and all sorts. And some of the stuff they must have seen has been horrendous. I know they get sort of desensitised to it, but I bet it affects them for the rest of their life. It can cause PTSD and all sorts. There's no end to these kites up here. Look at them all above that tree, circling. You see them? Beautiful creatures. I'm going to try and get a video of it, hang on, and continue with this recording. Now the guy that owns all this land here has opened it up to the public. Yes, he's had solar panels put on it. I don't know whether he'd have been given any money for that. I know he certainly deserves it, you know, losing farmland like that he could have used to earn money. But he's opened it up to the public so people can walk with the dogs, bring the families up here, enjoy nature, enjoy the walk. You know what I mean? It's very hilly, but I've enjoyed it. And I certainly didn't expect to see a big steaming pile of dung set on fire today. But there you go. I've just done a little live on Facebook, on YouTube, so people watch the video a bit later on. So I've actually got 4 cameras on me at the moment. This one that I'm holding in my hand, my zoom camera, my phone camera, and my infrared camera. My photography camera, in other words, the Lumix. But anyway, this has been Street Switch Photography. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Go and hit the notification bell. And if I hear of any more fires that are close by or anything like that, I'll race up and I'll try and get it on camera, because you don't see this every day. Watch out for some bonus footage at the end. That's about all I can say, really. Have a happy Sunday. Enjoy your Sunday roast if that's what you're having. I'm having cottage pie today. And another thing that I actually wanted to talk about was, like I said earlier on, I walked into Aldi earlier and it was like walking into a fucking Islamic country. I have never seen so... Move out of the way. There goes one of the fire engines on its way out. I'm hoping my bike isn't in the way, because my scooter's parked at the top there. He'll have to move it. I haven't left the lock on or anything like that, so it should be fine. I'm just going to walk at the top of the hill and make sure my bike isn't in the way. So that's the fire engine off to refill, by the looks of things. Oh, they've got a long, long day ahead of them with that bugger. A very long day. Don't know why this is reversing. There's something coming up and they're swapping or something. Oh. Sorry, I'm out of breath. Oh, wait for the gate. Don't know what's going on down there. Nothing so far, so I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.
He needs to tongue punch that fart bot.